I had thought for a long time that I might want to try writing a book. I was concerned that I might not be able to actually finish a book, you know, I'm a champion procrastinator. I go to the Olympics in procrastinating. But then I, you know, in thinking about it a long time, and I came right before I decided to write it, I kind of realized what I thought was the thread of my life, that with a unifying theme, which was is the title of the first chapter, My Journey to Badassery, because, you know, I see here and there somebody might call me a badass in an article, or people might say, "Oh, I love you, you're such a badass," and it was very hard for me to ever think of myself that way until, you know, in my later years, and to realize that that the characters I played were badasses way before I was, and that they helped me become that, you know, that people perceive me as that, but I also got to practice what it would be like to be a badass. Even though I was, you know, retiring to do it in my real life, I could kill people with 2 machine guns on screen. So, you know, it was, so that made me realize, okay, now I know what I want to write about. And to realize that that the characters.
And Miss Davis. And Gina. Can we get over the shoulder with the whole?
And it was terrible dating because I could never think of what I never wanted to say, what restaurant I wanted to go to, you know, and it drove dates crazy. It actually didn't make them really like me. Oh, she can't make any decision whatsoever. But like, what if he doesn't like my idea that we get burgers or something? And I want him to decide everything. Oh, it's just like awful, yeah. I think it's vitally important to not only, I'm not necessarily even talking about being confrontational, although if you need to, you need to, but to just trust that it's okay to say what you want and what you think, and that you should be able to live that way, to live authentically. I feel like having pizza. I mean, even something as simple as that. But to move through the world and through your life, knowing what you think and what you feel and reacting to it while it's happening. You know, I lived a huge part of my life thinking of later what I thought about something, or what I should have said. I froze a lot of times, like, how should I react to this? What's the best way? What way would people like me to react to this? You know, and it should be very, very natural for us to be able to say what we think without apologizing about it first. The time that I took a bath in learning how to say what you think was shooting Thelma and Louise with Susan Sarandon, because she just is naturally, comfortably, beautifully someone who knows what she thinks and says it. And it's not confrontational, it's not controversial, you know, and I just had never really spent time with a woman who moves through the world like that. It was such a revelation to see her never start a sentence with, "This is probably, you know, don't mind me," you know, and just leave all that off and say what she thinks. But the other very important part was seeing how people react to that, because there was no reaction. Nobody was shocked. Nobody, you know, everybody loved her. She was fabulous. And she didn't pay a price for saying what she thought. And it was a stunning change in my life. And thank God it happened. I mean, it really changed my life. Maybe I'm most proud that I have got to do such a broad range of types of characters that I never got typecast. And I certainly didn't get typecast as the pretty girl that needs to get rescued or anything like that. You know, I mean, I think about who gets to be a baseball phenomenon and a pirate captain and a CIA assassin and a parent of a mouse and, you know, a dead housewife. I just have got to be so many interesting things. The president of the United States, you know, and I get to play at being all of those things and experience what being that kind of person is. And so you know, fake it till you make it. My life was act it till you make it. Our latest research on age showed that only 20% of characters in films are 50 and over, and only 5% are female characters 50 and over. So we get this much of the pie. And so, you know, I talk about it, but it's not just happening to me, it happens to all of us, unfortunately. And you know, we each get a little spurt here and there of something great coming along, but it's rare. Thankfully, on streaming TV, we're really getting somewhere. I mean, really fabulous female roles for women over 50 are getting much more frequent, which is great.